The Trump administration is looking everywhere and anywhere to fund border operations, including raiding the TSA's budget. According to new reporting from NBC News, the Department of Homeland Security is developing a contingency plan in case Congress doesn't give the president the roughly $1 billion he wants. A backup plan that includes taking up to $232 million from the TSA, including $3 million in, quote, loose change that's left in trays at airports. That is literal pocket change. Joining me now, NBC News national security and justice reporter Julia Ainsley. Julia, aside from the fact that I don't understand how we can possibly leave $3 million worth of change in those little buckets at airports every year, what exactly do they want to use this money for?
So first of all, Nat, I had the same question as Tom Costello, who covers TSA.
Perfect.
He says because there were 2.5 million people going through airport checkpoints in a day, that's theoretically possible for $3 million over a year.
Okay.
So yes, same important burning question I had. But also, so they're looking at TSA and other agencies. The documents we had are TSA's contingency plans of how they could possibly find $232 million in their budget to give upfront and immediately if Congress doesn't give this money. This would go to things like further detention space at the border and more people to process asylum seekers. But what it would pull from potentially could be more development of screening to screen your luggage, things that are really the bedrock of what DHS was built on in the first place. If you think about the fact this was a post 9/11 agency, they would be pulling from those things. Also, they said what's in play is pay for transportation security officers. Those are the people that help the lines go through at airports right before the summer travel season.
Oh, dear. Does the TSA have enough money as it is?
No, so they say that. They say that they were not over budgeted for $232 million, so every single penny that they would take would hurt their budget, that these programs would be broken. And they say that in these emails and the presentation that we obtained, that this would damage them and that it could have a real impact. And one of the places they would try to take from is workman's comp. I mean, these are areas that really could damage the morale of people who already, let's not forget, weren't being paid during the long government shutdown earlier this year. We know some of them stopped showing up for work then. So it's a tough place to be playing with. And even if this doesn't go through and Congress does approve the money for the border, I think it shows us something about the priorities of this administration, how they're so focused on border security that it might be coming at the cost of some other pretty important things.
Is it legal what they're doing? I mean, Congress is supposed to have the power of the purse.
Right. So this is reprogramming. And you probably even follow this more than I do, about how there are some rules about how you can move certain pieces of money around if it's for the same broader purpose, like national security. They could run up against something here if they say that this is too far of a leap. The way the DHS has actually said it is they're imposing a tax on all of their components by trying to say they have to come up with a certain percentage in order to reach this $1.1 billion. So again, it's a tough way to see that they could come to this, but just going through this plan was kind of mind-boggling that this is something they may really have to do.
Really remarkable. Julia Ainsley, great reporting as always. Thank you so much.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.